What happens when a product leaks inside an official store? That's exactly what just happened with the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 Pro. Not a blurry factory shot, not a sketchy listing, but a real device, powered on, being used in a retail environment. And here's the crazy part. It wasn't even planned. A customer walked in already holding the camera. The staff noticed it, and within seconds, a quick clip was recorded. That video lasted just over half a minute before disappearing, but by then, it was already too late. Screenshots spread everywhere. And now, for the first time, we have a clear look at what DJI is about to release. So in this video, we're breaking down everything that clip revealed, what it confirms, and why this might be a bigger upgrade than it looks. So what makes this leak different from everything we've seen before? Simple. It's real-world usage. This wasn't a controlled demo, not a staged teaser, just a spontaneous moment inside an authorized DJI store in Kuala Lumpur. And moments like this are rare because they show the product exactly as it is. No marketing polish, no scripted angles. The fact that the video was quickly removed actually makes it even more interesting. It suggests DJI didn't want this out just yet. But as always, once something hits the internet, it doesn't disappear. And from what we can see, this is easily the clearest look at the Pocket 4 Pro so far. At first glance, the design looks very familiar. DJI didn't reinvent the Pocket formula, and honestly, that's probably a good thing. The compact body is still there, along with the signature 3-axis mechanical gimbal. But look a little closer and you start noticing subtle refinements. The proportions feel slightly more polished, the body looks cleaner, and overall, it gives off a more refined, premium vibe. You know what's funny? It's one of those designs that doesn't scream change, but the more you look at it, the more it feels upgraded. And that's usually where DJI does its best work. One of the biggest visible upgrades is the screen. The Pocket 4 Pro now features a flip-out 2-inch OLED display, and this is huge, especially for vloggers. Framing yourself while recording becomes way easier, and the brightness looks noticeably improved. That matters more than people think. Shooting outdoors with a dim screen can be frustrating, so a brighter display instantly improves usability. It also reinforces what this camera is designed for. Quick, solo content creation without needing extra gear. Just pull it out, flip the screen, and start shooting. Now let's talk about the smaller details that actually make a big difference. The control layout remains simple, with a joystick for gimbal movement and quick access buttons for one-hand operation. That simplicity is intentional. This is a camera you use on the go, not something you want to navigate through menus every time. But here's where it gets interesting. There is now a built-in LED light on the front. And this might sound like a minor addition, but think about it. Low-light selfies, indoor vlogging, quick night shots. Instead of attaching external lights, you now have instant illumination built in. It's one of those features that doesn't sound exciting until you actually need it. Now, while the leak mainly shows the design, it also brings back some of the performance rumors. We're hearing potential support for 4K at up to 240 frames per second, which would be huge for slow-motion content. There are also whispers of 6K recording, though that part is still not confirmed. The sensor is expected to remain around the 1-inch size, similar to the previous generation, but with improved processing for better low-light performance. Battery capacity may also increase, which could push recording time past 200 minutes. And on the connectivity side, Wi-Fi 6 support is rumored, meaning faster file transfers when moving footage to your phone. So on paper, it sounds like a familiar setup, but refined in all the right places. So what does all of this really tell us? When a device shows up inside an authorized retail store, it usually means one thing: launch is very close. DJI doesn't move inventory this early unless everything is ready behind the scenes. And based on what we've seen, the Pocket 4 Pro is shaping up to be a smarter, more refined version of an already successful formula. Not a complete redesign, but a focused upgrade built around real creator needs. So now, I'm curious, do you think this is enough to upgrade from the Pocket 3, or were you expecting something more drastic? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
Have you seen the new DJI promo clips floating around lately? Even if you haven't watched them, chances are you've already seen creators talking about the Avata 360. And here's the interesting part. Those creators are still under NDA, which means they can show a few things, talk about early impressions, but they can't reveal the full story yet. The official launch is scheduled for March 26th, but DJI has already started letting people share limited previews. And honestly, those early videos reveal a lot more than you might expect. Today, we're breaking down the biggest details hiding inside those previews: the size, the camera system, the flying modes, and some surprising design changes that answer a few big questions about the Avata 360. So if you're curious about what DJI is about to release, stick around, because this drone might be very different from what the Avata line used to be. The first thing that immediately stands out in those early creator videos is the size. The Avata 360 is clearly larger than previous Avata drones. At first, that sounds like a step backward, right? Bigger usually means heavier and less agile. But here's the twist. Even though the drone is larger overall, the frame looks noticeably slimmer. The body seems more stretched out rather than compact and chunky. That change in shape also explains something else people noticed. The battery system has changed. Earlier Avata batteries will not work with this new model, and the new battery will not fit the older drones either. That tells us DJI redesigned the internal layout completely. And whenever a company changes something as fundamental as the battery architecture, it usually means the drone itself has very different hardware inside. Another question people kept asking was compatibility with goggles. In most early videos, creators are flying the Avata 360 using DJI Goggles N3, but according to several of them, the drone should also work with Goggles 3. That flexibility matters because many pilots already invested heavily in DJI's FPV ecosystem. And speaking of flying, the Avata 360 still supports multiple control styles. Manual mode remains available for experienced pilots who want full FPV control, including flips, dives, and freestyle moves. For beginners, there is an assisted flying mode that keeps things easier and more stable. And then there is head tracking mode. This is where things get really immersive. The camera responds to the pilot's head movements inside the goggles, allowing you to literally look around while flying. Now here's something creators have been openly discussing: the stitch line. Since the Avata 360 captures spherical footage using multiple lenses, the image has to be stitched together digitally. During flight, that seam can sometimes be visible in the goggles or live view. Think of it like a faint line where two camera feeds meet. In the final edited footage, it's usually much easier to hide, but during real-time flying, pilots may occasionally notice it. This is not unusual for 360 cameras. It is simply part of the technology. And honestly, most creators say it becomes less noticeable once you focus on flying rather than looking for it. Now, let's talk about the camera system itself, because this is where the Avata 360 becomes really interesting. According to early reports, the drone uses two square 1/1.1-inch CMOS sensors. Each sensor delivers around 64 megapixels, which is impressive for a drone designed for immersive capture. The lenses provide an extremely wide 200-degree field of view with an f1.9 aperture. That wide angle is essential for capturing full spherical footage. Stabilization comes from a combination of a single-axis mechanical gimbal and digital stabilization working together. The mechanical gimbal allows tilt adjustments between -60 degrees and +60 degrees, while the digital system smooths out movement during flight. The result should be stable footage even when the drone is flying aggressively. Beyond the camera, there are a few practical upgrades that many pilots will appreciate. One of the biggest is the replaceable lens kit. Earlier Avata models had a frustrating issue. If you scratched the lens during a crash, fixing it was complicated and expensive. The Avata 360 changes that by allowing users to replace the lenses themselves. And considering how exposed those lenses are during FPV flying, scratches are almost inevitable. Flight time is expected to reach around 23 minutes, which is actually solid for a drone combining FPV agility with a 360 camera system. Transmission range is rumored to reach up to 20 kilometers using DJI's latest connection system. Creators testing the drone also mention stable signal performance even in challenging conditions like dense forests or snowy environments. So what does all of this tell us about the Avata 360? DJI appears to be building something very different from the original Avata formula, a slightly larger but slimmer FPV drone designed specifically around immersive 360 capture. With replaceable lenses, flexible control modes, and strong signal reliability, it looks like DJI is aiming to make this drone accessible to both beginners and experienced FPV pilots. And with the official reveal just around the corner, there's a good chance DJI still has a few surprises waiting. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think a 360 FPV drone like this changes the way people will shoot aerial footage? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on everything leading up to the launch, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next update.